What's your Cryptarch rank?
98.
98. I got 95. You know, some people hit over 100 a long time ago. I'm sitting here like, what? Do they not sleep? Do they not go to work? Is YouTube their job? Like, I don't understand how Gatto has like 4,000 like strange coins. Like, I mean, I understand that you could get 27 strange coins a week in the past, but still, that's insane. How?
Zone C secure. Enemy captured. Zone A.
We're so close to pistol killing that guy. I was so quick to slapping that guy with a fish from across the map. The guy was about to be slapped with so many fish he never even knew what he got slapped with. He was gonna be like, was it a trout? What?
This guy, these Titans are so pushy. He was like, I am not dying without killing me. And he literally, I think he had Twilight, because I'm literally running back, like I'm blinking backwards. The guy is still pushing, and then the shotgun hits me, and I die. And I'm like, literally, my life is over.
My life just flashed before my eyes, and it's boring.
I hated it. Thank you for putting me out of my misery. Oh my god.
It was the worst thing ever. I watched my life flash before my eyes, and I didn't even like anything I saw.
Why have we been kicking ass a few games? Either our team just turned on aimbot, or we turned on the scrub lords.
the OG scrub lords of the Kurds. That junk should be trending about now. Clearly. Just mention that once on a high channel. Be like, I came up with that. It's like, no, you didn't. It's like, but I did. That's like one of those, like, you know the trend with like Daniel and the white vans.
Oh yeah.
It's like before I even heard anything about that, like one of my friends made a joke where it's like, what shoes do pedophiles wear? And there's like white vans, and then Daniel came in like every day wearing white vans. Well, actually, at first Jake came in every day wearing white vans, but then he gave his white vans to Daniel, and then so Daniel was wearing the white vans at that point. I'm sitting there, it's like, we had this junk done a year before they even did anything. It's like, what the heck?
King sounds like the kid from Steven Universe.
Hello?
We could have had millions of dollars, man.
Thanks.
What do they sound like is the real question. It's like, how do you know?
Oh, what? What are you guys talking about?
Steven Universe is a TV show.
No, I was referring to the fact that he said you sound like a faggot. I'm like, what does a faggot sound like? You do realize if you look up the definition of a faggot in the dictionary, it's literally a stick, right? If you're in Britain, it's a pack of cigarettes.
Oh, that's fun to know.
Yeah.
We got kicked out of the party? Well.
Yep. I suppose that guy was like, he didn't like that education.
Zone B.
But the timing of him picking us was perfect. Because like we both entered the game chat at the same time.
Zone C lost. Double down.
It's the most perfect timing
Zone C.
in the world.
Zone A.
Okay.
I can't believe my golden gun ended mid. Oh god.
I died.
I haven't died yet.
I fell.
I still killed him. I still killed him.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I shot him with all my pistol bullets. I shot him with all my primary weapon, and then my grenade finally finished him off. Like, cause it was the swarm grenade, so like he just stepped into the thing and then he just died. Like he got laid out. Like I bet all these guys in the game were like, what the heck are these jokers doing here? So like, and none of them can even say anything, so they can't do nothing.
Zone B lost. Enemy
I forgot how
captured
weird
zone B.
in-game chat sounds.
Yeah. And why does it sound any different than party chat? It makes no sense. It's the same
Heavy ammo
microphone.
inbound. Zone C neutralized.
I'm just gonna camp on the other heavy. We'll get both of them,
Enemy
man.
captured zone C. Heavy ammo available.
Quick,
One
grab
guy
it.
fell! One guy fell! Dude, I'm dead! He saw my grenade, and he walked backwards, and he was on the edge and fell off the map. Oh my god.
Double kill. Yes! 3 down.
Damn.
Triple. I may have gotten shot with a shotgun at the same time I got the triple kill, but I still got it in Shaq's screen.
There's Shaq screaming.
Yeah, man. He screamed with such childish excitement that I think it sounded like what I would imagine Shaq's voice being combined with the sound of a prepubescent teenage girl.
Jesus.
Such wonderment.
Such wow. Much
Yes.
Doge.
Exactly. Just die already, man. Oh, what? That guy didn't even die. Why has he got his stinging on? I find it interesting how we were way in the lead in the beginning, and now we basically have the exact same amount of points.
Gained the lead.
Dang it! I can't get any more pistol kills because everyone keeps shooting. What's going on?
Zone B
Why did everyone start trying to use their guns? I was under the impression that no one realized that guns were actually used to shoot people. Or were supposed to be.
Enemy captured zone B. Zone C captured.
You know, honestly, I don't
Zone
even
A
think that the
lost.
person who invented guns, invented them for
5
hunting.
minutes
I'm pretty
left.
sure they were invented in the time of war, probably, and they're like, this should give us an edge.
This should give us an edge.
Yeah, it's
This
kind of
should do the
funny.
trick.
It's like people complain about gun violence. They were made during war times. Like, they were made to kill people. It's like you're complaining about the fact that they're being used for their entire reason of being invented. That's like complaining about the fact that people are using keys to open their door. It's like, why are these guys using keys to open their door? I felt threatened for my life. I went in my apartment and I saw this guy. He was using a key to open his door. And I called the police. I didn't know what to do.
How could he?
How dare he come in my neighborhood and use a key to
Zone
open his
C
door?
secure.
If my child had saw that, they'd keel over and die from a heart attack. Well, I'm an adult and I don't think I was ready to see that.
That was funny. I'm an adult and I'm not ready to see that.
You know, it probably sounds extremely mean to say that sentence too, but I'm pretty sure guns were probably made in wartime. So I mean, they were probably originally made to kill people. Unlike dynamite, originally it was supposed to have a civil purpose. No one knows what it was because the use was perverted as soon as the thing was made, basically. But I'm pretty sure the person who made guns never had a single thought in their mind of not using it to kill people. I mean, they're definitely incredibly good at that, though. That doesn't mean that guns are bad, though, of course. Like, I mean, like, yes, people do use them to kill people, but I mean, people talk about, yeah, look at these snipers, man, such good loot. And people, talk about, like, putting regulations, like, for instance, making you have to do, like, mental background checks, but that doesn't necessarily even fix the problem, because plenty of people can get past those background checks and probably psychology checks because they've never done anything, and they don't seem like all messed up, but they might be. You know, I'm pretty sure some random person could probably pass a psychological test, maybe, and then it turns out that they shouldn't even pass the test.
They shouldn't even like be able to admit to the test.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't gotten any heavy weapons or anything. But yeah, I honestly find the entire concept of gun control just hilarious, because you never heard, you never saw any documents or heard anything about in medieval times them talking about sword control. They're like, oh god, they're just using their swords to kill people. Or Indians complaining about other Indians using their bows to kill other Indians. Or they're like, oh my gosh, these cavemen are just chucking rocks at each other. What are we gonna do? We should just get rid of all the rocks in the world. Right? It's like, seriously? Where was sword control and bow control and rock control and slingshot control? There's plenty of other things that kill people. What about hand-to-hand combat control? Why is there not that?
People gotta wear like gloves every time they fight. That are like that, and
by law, you have to wear boxing gloves every single time you fight.
And not even that, you have to switch to safeties off and on.
It's like a police officer sees a guy stab a dude down the street, and he's like, okay, that's fine. He turns and he sees a dude fist fighting. He's like, you're not wearing a boxing glove. That's illegal.
Start shooting at him.
You could hurt someone with that. It's like you shoot someone at it, and it's not even a real gun. It's just one of the ones that has the thing that comes out and says bang, because they decided that guns were too dangerous for police to have.
Imagine how funny that would be. Did you see a cop try to shoot somebody and just bang?
Then they're like, it's too dangerous for cops to have nightsticks too, because they're too busy racial profiling everyone. They just beat all the black people.
That's so terrible.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of these things are just dumb. It's like there's so many things that you can and can't control for, at the point where it makes some things entirely pointless to do.
Zone B secure.
Like, for instance, with guns, you can't, control mental stability. Like, for instance, someone can be completely stable now. You know, no one's stable, when they're in an argument, of course. You're not thinking about nothing. I mean, there's been plenty of times and cases where people just got mad from an argument, and then they grabbed a knife, even though they didn't mean anything by it. Because people just get mad. And even though it's technically not their fault, they still get punished. I mean, should they? Yeah. But still, that's just an entirely normal human thing. And people have been killing people for thousands of years. They act like it's something new.
Zone B lost. You neutralized Zone A. Enemy captured
This is
Zone
gold.